Welcome back to the Give and Go. I'm your co-host Reynoso here with my boy
Soltero. What's up, guys?
This Dortmund team is going to kill me, bro. It's going to kill me, man. In a game that should have ended 3-3, that was basically like an NBA playoffs match with how back and forth it was. Dortmund somehow gets the result, goes up 1-0 against PSG heading into the second leg.
Bro, for moments in this game, I thought I was back in 2013 because I saw prime Dortmund today. All things considered, first off, what a win for Borussia Dortmund at the Signal Iduna Park. But secondly, this was their best performance of the season. It truly was. As you said, they probably should have had more goals. PSG definitely should have had a couple goals too. We can get to that later. But I think first thing truly is first. What a performance from every single Borussia Dortmund player today against PSG.
It was incredible. No, it was incredible, dude, because I think what honestly surprised me so much was we went into this thinking that Dortmund had the more vulnerable defense.
Yeah.
But it showed today that PSG is just as vulnerable, man. They were broken down time and time again with the incredible play of, I would say, honestly, the whole front line. Sancho, today, I think he broke an English record of 11 completed dribbles today on the attack. It was beautiful to see.
Wow.
And on the comments, they're already calling out Ten Hag. They're saying Ten Hag is feeling a little bit of saltiness because of the way he let him go to Dortmund. It showed, man. Today was incredible with his performance.
Yes.
Adeyemi's energy.
Oh my God, dude.
This might have been the best game I've seen out of Adeyemi in a Dortmund jersey ever since he transferred over from RB Salzburg.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, everyone was on 10 today.
Exactly.
Füllkrug with a world-class finish today, man. What a goal. And then Julian Brandt doing what Julian Brandt does, just feeding the ball, playing really good, decisive football.
Yep.
I think overall the front line was so good, man.
Oh, yeah. And that's what's crazy is we knew that Dortmund had a really good offense, but they just went to another level today. Truly, you just pointed out all the players that were so good. I want to repeat some of that because Jadon Sancho today with his dribble penetration, dude. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is what Manchester United saw. This is what everybody saw back at his first stint with Dortmund. He repeated that type of stellar performance today, and what a time to do it in the semifinals of the Champions League. And then on the other side, Adeyemi, bro. Oh my God. He was everywhere. It was almost like they had an extra man out on that side of the wing because he was just going up and down it defensively and offensively. Karimi Adeyemi was perfect today. Yeah. I thought it was going to be Hakimi who got the best of him. No, it was the other way around. Adeyemi, when he was on defense against Hakimi, bodied him on pretty much every single time. And then on the offensive end, he was really good today. It's crazy though because against Atletico Madrid, Adeyemi was poor, bro. He was nothing like this today. So I was honestly very, very shocked. I don't know what Terzic said to him, and honestly to the rest of the Dortmund team, but he got this team perfectly set up today, and they completely executed their game plan.
Yeah. And then the last player I'll highlight is the defender Schlotterbeck. He had the assist on the Füllkrug goal. Beautiful ball, man. Completely breaking and surprising PSG's defense, keeping Füllkrug onside, and the finish was just magisterial. In all parts, Dortmund was great today. But that's not to say that PSG still had their chances, man. And chances were a ton too, man. Yeah. Fabian Ruiz with two clear-cut chances. Mbappe hitting the post at one point. Hakimi hitting the post 5 seconds later as well. They were constantly on the attack trying to break down this Dortmund defense. And ultimately, gotta be feeling a little heartfelt that they didn't get another goal here.
Oh, yeah. And Dembele with a wide open shot from like 14, 15 yards out right in front of the goal. Yeah. And he skied it too. A really poor finish.
What is that about, bro?
Yeah.
What did we see against Barcelona? Was that just a guy playing with hatred in his heart?
I think
is
so.
That what that was?
I think so, yeah. But just in general, though, PSG, especially the offensive line, even Mbappe, we're kind of quiet today. And they still were able to craft a lot of chances, especially in the second half. But overall, I think Dortmund really got to them today. Every time that PSG got on the ball, there was a body to face them. And PSG lost a lot of their physical battles on the pitch today. And I think that definitely led to why PSG just weren't confident in front of goal because they honestly had a bad game.
Dude, and when we saw it start to go back and forth like havoc, that's when I realized that PSG was playing into Dortmund's plan rather than PSG PSG playing the style of football that they would like to play, which says a lot about Dortmund. Granted, they were at home, and I think PSG came into this match very timid, man. Very timid. And I didn't really see them wake up to like the 30th minute. I think it's going to be a different matchup at the Parc des Princes. But for this match specifically, I think Dortmund comes out as the victors, rightfully so. 1-0 lead keeps it still really tight.
Yeah, it does. I think the second leg truly is going to be wide open. We already saw what PSG can craft. I think that home crowd is going to invigorate them to at least equalize. But what's really interesting is, I mean, if Dortmund can just replicate this performance today, I'm not saying it will be enough to guarantee a win, but my goodness, man, they are going to give PSG everything if they can play like they did today. But it's nuts because they were so mistake-ridden against Atletico in both games. It's the only real reason why Atletico scored 4 goals, man, is because it was just mistake after mistake from Dortmund. But either they got all of the mistakes out of the way against Atletico, or we might see a couple of mistakes in Paris.
Yeah, I still think they were still pretty open at times at the back. PSG did carve them apart, but I think what's going to be really important going over to the Parc des Princes is I like the fact that Dortmund does have like a knockout punch in them at any moment. Usually like underdog teams, especially in the Champions League, have a limitation to their offensive skill set. Dortmund doesn't, bro. Like, sure, they don't have a name as big as Mbappe in their offensive line, but they can play up to that level as a team. And I think that's really important because PSG is going to be on the attack to start off the game, the second leg. I think if Dortmund surprises them, they could get a knockout punch and completely seal the deal in France and get a victory. I'm still going to stick to my PSG prediction. I think the tie is still very, very close at a 1-0 result at the moment. But, man, it really is up for grabs right now, and Dortmund does have a good chance.
They have a great chance, and what makes Dortmund so fun on kind of that knockout punch that you're talking about is their fullbacks, too. Ian Maatsen, Ryerson are so offensive-minded that, yes, even PSG will get caught out at home against these type of players. That's what makes Dortmund so deadly, is they always have a shout in front of goal.
Yeah, let's look at some of these comments, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the stream. Please, let's get some more people in here. I'm loving the energy so far. We got some super chats. Let's start with Alejandro Tiburcio. $2. Thank you, my friend. Well. How the turn has table. Reynoso laughing emoji. Hey, look, I get it. You know my Dortmund storyline. You know it. But it's only halftime.
Yeah.
It's only halftime. Let's relax here. Let's take a breather. We still have 90 minutes of football to be played in the away stadium. But I get it. The jokes are ready, and I'll be ready to receive them if Dortmund wins once again, proving me wrong.
Yeah. No, you know what, though? As I woke up today, I really got reminded of the magical run Dortmund went on 10 years ago, basically, at this point. And seeing them play the way they did today, it's kind of beautiful to see.
Oh, yeah. All jokes aside, man.
All jokes
this one
aside,
is crazy.
It's crazy. The fact that they had a shaky quarterfinal against Atleti, and they took that away, and they said, you know what? We're in the semifinals of the UEFA Champions League. Let's show up. It doesn't matter that we're playing PSG. We're at home. We can beat them. And what a win, man. So the fact that Dortmund are continuing this awesome storyline as underdogs in this tournament, it's beautiful to see.
It's beautiful, but it's also like in contention for one of the best underdog stories in Champions League history.
Yes, that's what's so cool about it.
No one saw this coming, and I know people would bring up, for example, Real Madrid's underdog journey to the Champions League when they beat Liverpool in the final, and they were underdogs in every match that they had because they weren't a very good Real Madrid team that year.
Yeah.
But it's still Real Madrid. Right. It's still that history, right? This is Dortmund we're talking about. Third in the Bundesliga at the moment, man. A team that went through a lot last year mentally and that we thought would break them down and has proven so many people wrong with every single matchup. For them to get to the final, man, like we truly have to consider them as actually having a chance at winning it, no matter how big the discrepancy is between them and either Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. Like they have to be contenders no matter what if they make it to the final.
If they make it to the final, bro, I'm going all in on Dortmund. I don't care who they're playing.
Crazy.
Yeah,
that story is crazy. Let's see another super chat that we have here. I saw a $10 super chat from our friend Michael Esquivel. Says, I was one of the people who had no faith in Dortmund, but we really should have paid attention to them after they topped the group of death. QDEP Paco Villa. Oh, rest in peace, Paco Villa, the commentator. Rest in peace to a legend of Mexican commentators, one of the best out there. May he rest in peace for real. The Give and Go sends their condolences. But also, yes, I'm with you, my friend. I did not see this run coming. What a crazy journey it's been. And it's just, it truly, you just echoed what we just talked about, man. Like, this has been a truly incredible run.
Yeah.
What else do we have here? Reynoso the Reindeer has been getting these Champions League predictions pretty wrong, sadly. Hold up. Hey, let's hold up, man. Relax. Real Madrid's going to take care of business as I predicted. PSG's going to come back, and you're gonna flip the narrative, man. Roger Rivera coming for my head once again.
No, but it's going to be... I'm so excited for the PSG Dortmund second leg, truly. I'm so curious to see if Dortmund can replicate the performance, because I think if they can, it's going to be a wild, wild game. And just PSG this year, I mean, we saw their performance against Barcelona. They're definitely just... You know, they're not a powerhouse. They're not like Madrid. Honestly, they don't even kind of have that aura of Bayern Munich, for example. So it definitely makes this matchup against Dortmund, honestly, kind of scary if you're a PSG fan, because you haven't really proven to the fans or proven to yourselves that you are a powerhouse, right? So I think Dortmund honestly have a really good edge here as being the underdog against an honestly underperforming PSG side.
Yeah. Guys, chat, let's get active here. I want to know, who do you guys have as the man of the match today? Who is it going to be? Is it going to be the goal scorer, Nicolas Füllkrug? Is it going to be Jadon Sancho, who is dribbling his ass off today? Adeyemi with the energy. Schlotterbeck guiding the back line. Who is the man of the match? Soltero, submit your vote.
Yeah, the man of the match. Oh, wow. I almost want to say Füllkrug with one of the classiest strikes I've seen in a while, but Sancho's activity was immense. But also Adeyemi, man, seriously, like, he was both a defender and offender today. He was a 12th man. He was in two places at once. I also want to say Adeyemi. I'll say Füllkrug, though, just for that clinical finish.
That's the type of finish you need in these matches.
Exactly.
Like, man, he really stepped up. Sancho is getting the plaudits in the chat.
That's fair.
Man, that's crazy to see. Like, this dude was a bench player at Manchester United, not getting any minutes. Crazy that he's now here at Dortmund once again, thriving. It's a beautiful thing to see. I like the Adeyemi shout, though.
And that's what I want to say. The Sage Studio saying it's Adeyemi. It has to be him. Sorry, I can't see the comment anymore, but I completely agree, because honestly, if you're Luis Enrique, if you're PSG, if you're Hakimi, you did not expect the performance that Adeyemi put in today.
Yeah.
You would have not expected it. So the fact that that happened, I think, is a major shout as to why Dortmund possibly won today.
I don't know. Maybe there's like a beef between him and Hakimi, man.
Dude,
why was
it got
he
personal.
So charged up today, dude? It was truly incredible, man. But you're right. If he doesn't play, who knows if Dortmund wins this game? That's what the comment said.
Yes.
We got some super chats here. What do we have? Let's go all the way to the top. We have... Okay, Mika, we got that one. We got one more from... it's the bottom one. That one. Gilberto Godínez. What a name, bro. That sounds like a coach. Gilberto Godínez. Shout out from ATX. Hey, shout out, bro.
Shout out, man.
With Mbappe already having a World Cup and almost going back to back, what does Mbappe need to be at the level? What does Mbappe need to do to be at the level of CR7 or Messi? Brother, we're talking about gargantuan numbers.
Yeah.
We're talking about gargantuan achievements. We're talking about major trophies. We're talking about stepping up in damn near every single stage of the UEFA Champions League, topping the Golden Boot Award as well, while then going on to win the trophy. That's what we're talking about. And that is something that potentially might happen for him at Real Madrid. So we are yet to see that.
Yeah, I think he's done his part in France, though. I mean, the legacy that he built at Monaco. Honestly, I don't think I've seen a teenager be as good as him and take charge of a team like Mbappe did when he was at Monaco. He's got that checked off already. And his dominance in League One at PSG is that of Messi and Ronaldo and their legacy too. So I think domestically in France, Mbappe has done what he's needed to do to be on Messi's level. But to be on Messi and Ronaldo's level, he now has to take those performances and do it here in the Champions League, man. He's got to dominate these big matches in the semifinals. He has to get to the final, and he has to win it. Yeah. He has to win it.
He almost scored today, though. That's what gets me as a Mbappe fan. He almost scored today, hitting the post, and it would have been a classic Mbappe-like finish, man. But that's football. Sometimes it hit the post and doesn't go in.
Dude, it really is would have been a classic Mbappe finish. He always finds that slight angle right around the defender, and he somehow generates so much power when he does so. It's such a classic Mbappe shot.
Agreed. Wolf King 32 sends us a $10 super chat with the message retracted. Hey, thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. If you have a message, please send it, and we'll read it. We'll read it for you. Mateo Pegasus, if we were a bar, he'd be a regular. Bro. He'd be regular at the
Mateo,
bar, man.
what's up, bro?
It's our boy Mateo. Another 5 pages is just doubt after doubt after doubt. Let's hold up. I will definitely consider 5 more pages. I will definitely consider it, but let's hold up to see what the result is of the second leg. Man, y'all are out from my head, bro. You're out from my head. Chase C131 sends us $5. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Love the content, boys. Been here since 6,000 subs. Holy
wow, shit,
OG. That's OG, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
Appreciate that, bro. You are consistently the best football podcast. So happy for Sancho today. Dortmund can beat anyone. Agreed, man.
Yeah.
Happy for Sancho for his narrative and what he's achieved ever since leaving that toxic environment of Manchester United. And Dortmund, you're right. And that's kind of what I'm getting at after this match. Yeah. Dortmund can beat anyone.
They can beat anyone. I think
now it's not about limitations. It's just about that team magic, that team chemistry. How far can it take them? Can it actually be a UEFA Champions League final or a trophy?
I know, dude. And even let's extend it just a bit further. What if, just for the storyline of it, Dortmund get to the final? That means you would want Bayern Munich on the other side. Just as a rematch. Revenge. 9 years later. And it would just be crazy if it happens,
They can beat Bayern.
They can beat Bayern, bro.
Yeah.
And honestly, at that point, I'd say Dortmund are favorites. Beating PSG, getting to the final as underdogs, the energy behind Dortmund, I think, would be even more so than it was in 2013. Especially since...
That's crazy.
Because in 2013, if you really think about it, they had superstars at the time. They had a young Lewandowski. They had a young Mario Götze. Kuba Blaszczykowski was playing incredible wing football. But this Dortmund team, they've been a little bit quieter this year, And it's been a really quiet but really steady run to the semifinals. If they get to the final, it would just be immense for them. And it would be so cool if it was the Der Klassiker. It really would.
Enrique says at the Wembley too, it would be a classic. And Marco Reus getting his first trophy. Major trophy. Like that, bro. Oh man, like some things are too perfectly scripted if they end up happening. Like this one, I would legit be crying, man, seeing Marco Reus win the trophy like that. What else do we have here, folks? Do we have another super chat? Another $10 super chat from our friend Wolf King. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you
so much. Gustavo Gutierrez says, Paco Villa screaming Raul Jimenez's goal versus Panama. That's a memory, man. Paco Villa, for many of you who don't know, was a commentator for Mexican football, a very prominent voice in the community, passing away today, I believe. Sending our condolences, man. A legend of the commentating game. And I'll never forget that call specifically against when Raul Jimenez scored his most important goal ever for Mexico versus Panama, that bicycle kick goal.
Such a
beautiful goal, but also a beautiful call on it. Paco Villa, one of the greatest of all time. Rest in peace, man. Angel says, Adeyemi wins...
Dortmund.
Angel, okay. Adeyemi wins Dortmund UCL if he works on his final third delivery. Also saw y'all at Clásico Región Houston. Was just shy to say hi.
Well, hey, man. No, that's cool, man. Hopefully we see you out in Houston again or Dallas, Austin. We're around here, bro.
But what do you think about Adeyemi's final third finishing? Is that something that needs to be improved for him to kind of step up his game?
Oh, definitely.
I definitely think so,
definitely. He was, again, I've already said it, but I'll say it again. He was poor against Atletico offensively, man. Like, he was pretty much non-existent. If I was a Dortmund fan, I would have been screaming for Daniel Malin instead. Unfortunately, he was injured at the time, but that's what I'm saying is, if PSG looked at the Atleti film, they would have not even thought of Adeyemi being a threat today, but he was so good today, man. He was so good. If he can fix his delivery, maybe even get just a little bit more clinical on his shot taking too, he'd be one of the best wingers in the world. Honestly, his work rate was insane today.
Yeah, I'm happy to see him actually have a game like today because I almost gave up on him last year when he came from RB Salzburg. He was, in a way, they got rid of Haaland. He was one of the the players that were packaged in their offseason to join Dortmund and maybe replace the goal scoring efforts of Haaland. Obviously, no one is going to do that, but still, Adeyemi was really good at Salzburg, and I thought, okay, let's see how this kid does back in Germany, back in his home soil. Yeah. How does he perform? I thought he was a little underwhelming at times, right? But that's first year jitters, right? I didn't want to be too hard on him. And then this season, he's kind of been in and out of the lineup. He gets his minutes. It gets weird, but finally in a match like this, big stage, big moment, this performance, I mean, just the energy, the passion on the pitch, that goes so far, man. And then you combine that with the skill he has on the ball. It's a good player there, bro. Just he needs to elevate himself, and I do agree it's with this final third delivery, because he could become a really good player for Dortmund that just stays there for a long period or goes to elevate his game somewhere else, maybe potentially like in the Premier League or something, bro.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Ray God 24, what a name. He says, "Hey guys, new to the channel, love your content. How confident are you guys in a Madrid-Dortmund final in terms of Madrid winning and getting la 15th? This guy has a narrative that he wants to come true." Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think if Madrid get to the final, whether they play PSG or Dortmund, I think Madrid is going to win. I really do. I think they're the best team out of the Final Four right now. So, yeah, I think if you're a Madrid fan, you can feel very confident in trying to get that 15th.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, we spoke yesterday in the Bayern Madrid stream that we still believe Madrid will go through in this match. I understand it's tied right now, but going back to Santiago Bernabeu, I see Real Madrid winning the game, and thus, if they're in a final, I don't see Real Madrid losing. I think the only thing I learned today is that if Dortmund makes it to the final, I'm not going to count them out.
Oh, no.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Mateo Pegasus with a $10 donation once again. Thank you, my friend. Even though I'm a Bayern fan, you can't help but smile for Dortmund, and especially Royce, who's been searching for that trophy. I always look forward to the lives/uploads, man. Hey, thank you so much, bro, for real. Thank you so much. And a Bayern fan. Mateo's a Bayern fan, man. Kind of disappoints me, man. Because I was starting to like Mateo. I was starting to like him, bro. I really was. But now I know he's a Bayern fan.
You know, it's funny, though, because he recognizes the greatness of Marco Reus, which is what you were just talking about earlier. And, you know, seeing him play this year for Dortmund, and honestly, even the last couple of years, he's been, you know, a little bit more injured-ridden than you'd like. And obviously, he's just getting older. He doesn't really play that much. He doesn't get that much playing time for Dortmund anymore. It obviously makes sense. But it would be beautiful to see him win a Champions League. He's been so loyal to Dortmund his entire career. Since he's getting less minutes, there's rumors that he's just going to leave Dortmund at the end of the season. So what better way to go out than with a Champions League trophy? Honestly, even getting to the final, I think would be awesome for Royce just in general.
That'd be nuts, man. That'd be a beautiful image. Greggy C, $5 super chat, his first super chat. Thank you so much, my guy. Thank you, bro, for real. Appreciate that. And send a message next time, man. We'll react to whatever you have. Guys, send me your score predictions. Score predictions for the second leg of this match. PSG versus Dortmund. I have two things you need to do. This is your homework. Submit score predictions and like the stream. Like the stream right now if you haven't. It helps get more viewers in here. It helps support the pod. Give us a like, give us a subscription, and please submit score submissions right now in this moment. Soltero, I'm about to throw it to you, so think about how this game is going to go at the Parte Princess second leg. Are you ultimately going to predict that PSG goes through on a comeback, or does PSG hold their own and make it to the final?
I think PSG's going to win. Man, that's tough. I think Dortmund are going to score. I really do think so. But I think PSG will get a couple of goals. I say PSG 3-1.
Damn.
3-1.
3-1, so 3-2 on aggregate.
3-2 on aggregate.
Damn. Yeah. 3-3 means a party. That means a party. That means back-to-back goals potentially. That means momentum. That means a loud stadium. That means PSG going to the final with some momentum behind them.
It's either that or 2-1 PSG, and it goes to extra time. I just have a feeling Dortmund will get a goal. Their offense is too creative. It's too creative.
Yeah. They love playing into those type of setups. I'm gonna go 2-0 PSG on this one. So a 2-goal gap like you, but I'm saying no goals for Dortmund.
Okay.
No goals. We strap up. We get a clean sheet. PSG goes through. Scroll up for me, producer Red. Let's see what the people are saying, because we have a lot of comments here. I see a 2-2 from Anthony, a 2-2 low-key from Rodrigo Itarraga. He says low key.
Okay.
Soltero with the drip, getting compliments on
Leon, baby. Hey, CONCACAF Champions League reigning champs. Technically.
Come on.
I'm going to hold on to that shit.
Samuel Arellano, 2-1 PSG. Mbappe with the 4-2 penalty kick. Penalty shootout would be crazy for this one, man.
It would be crazy, man.
2-3, Dortmund win on penalty, says Clashfire. Captain Crunch Guy. Dortmund wins in penalty shootout. Wolf King, 3-1 PSG dub. 3-0 for Dortmund. Sancho scores a brace, says Water Drool. Asher Collins, 3-1 pisses me off, but PSG comeback. Damn. Chevel. I think that's how you say it. Chevel, $10 donation. Thank you, my friend. Chevel. Producer Ruck can finally eat after going a whole week without eating. His tummy has been rumbling nonstop. He is a hungry man. Finally, he can eat thanks to you, Chevel. Thanks to you. Love your videos / streams via Give and Go. Viva Mexico. Viva Give and Go. Yes, sir. Viva Mexico. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I agree, man.
Mohamed Kula with a comment saying he could see Dortmund parking the bus with a 5-4-1 formation. And I think if Dortmund take a defensive approach on the road like they did against Atletico in the first leg of the quarterfinals, would be a mistake. I think it'd be a huge mistake. Dortmund could have really taken advantage of that first leg in Spain if they had started with a more offensive scheme, but they didn't. It played into Atleti's hands. We got 2 very early goals. If they play defensive, it's not Dortmund's strong suit. They will concede 2, 3, 4 goals if they do that, which is counterintuitive. They have to attack PSG. It's the only way you can occupy the midfielders, and if you can do that, there will be zero link up with Mbappe, Bradley Barcola as well. So they have to go at they have to go at PSG just like they did today.
No, 100%. I agree with that completely. I have nothing to add there. If anything, I was actually thinking between both stadiums, the Parc des Princes and the Signal Iduna Park, Dortmund, PSG, and I want you guys to answer this question for me. Which stadium has a more intimidating atmosphere? Is it clearly Dortmund? Because PSG does have these really passionate ultras. They're in the stands, man, popping off fireworks and shit, man. Going into that atmosphere is intimidating, but is Dortmund's a little bit more intimidating than PSG? Like, who has the tougher task going away? Is it Dortmund or is it PSG? Because I do think it's pretty close, man.
I think it's honestly pretty close. I don't know if I can say there's a clear favorite. I'm just gonna question Dortmund's mentality on the road. That's it.
For sure.
Just because you have Mbappe if you're PSG, that can be a lot.
Roger Rivera says the yellow fucking wall scares me as a Barca fan. Overall, the yellow color looks intimidating to me. That is true. Dark blue is a little bit warmer, man. That sea of yellow is scary, as Victor Villarreal says. Dortmund yellow wall clears. Okay, Chad's going Dortmund. They're going Dortmund on this one.
I'm never scared to go to Dortmund. It's more so the energy is just unmatched, though. I wouldn't use the word intimidating, but the energy is unparalleled for sure.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I do think Parc des Princes is just a step lower, but still a very tough place to go and play because you're playing against French royalty away from home. Yeah. What if Ayman Hussein went to PSG, says Abbas?
Then that could possibly be one of the best low-key signings of the summer, man. Honestly, PSG.
You love your Rockies, man.
I love them. I love Iraq. Ayman Hussein, one of the best number 9s in Asia, established himself as that at this past AFC Asian Cup. Low-key, I mean, PSG don't really have a classic number 9. If they want one, they could use one in Ayman Hussein for sure.
All right, man. Anything else to add on the PSG Dortmund debate? Because that will be the first match that happens next week on Tuesday. So we'll know the winner of this matchup first, and then we'll get to see Real Madrid Bayern on Wednesday. Anything else on that front?
No, I'm just really excited, man. I love this Dortmund PSG matchup, truly.